Well, good morning, everybody. Today I am in Suffolk. I haven't been to the county in a long time, and I thought I would visit, and more importantly, something that is really, really, in my opinion, a beautiful, beautiful ruin. We're at St Andrew's Church, and it is absolutely stunning here. Limited parking, um, but really beautiful. And we're literally, the sea is literally a stone's throw away from where we are right now. And it's a glorious morning today. It's a little bit windy, but I really hope you enjoy the history lesson on this place. It is absolutely stunning. So come with me and let's explore St Andrew's Church. Come on. Situated in a beautiful piece of Suffolk countryside lies easily one of the most breathtaking church ruins you can find, that of St Andrew's Church in Covehive. Although not fully a ruin, it's because of that the story of this church really makes it a special one. Originally a medieval church built from the 14th century, the majority of the ruin is actually later built from the 15th century, and would have in its prime looked impressive straddling the Suffolk coast. Made mostly of flint rubble with stone dressings, it's the size of the church is really what makes this original construction really impressive. So the big question is, how did it end up the way that we see it now? Well, during the Civil War, much of the stained glass was destroyed by the local iconoclast William Dowsing, and so by the latter part of the century, the large church was too expensive for the parishioners to maintain, which sadly was all too common. So they were given permission in 1672 to remove the roof and build a much smaller church within it, using the original tower and reusing a lot of materials from the original church. Now given Grade 1 listed status, this small church is still in use, while the tower and the ruins of the old church are maintained by the church's Conservation Trust, and in my opinion is well worth a visit should you be in the area. Well, welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that history lesson. Wow, what a stunning ruin. So we can't access the church today, the main function, but I'm not too fussed about that. It's quite small in there, although I'm not sure if you can see possibly in there. It's interesting that how they've got, I don't know if you can see that, like little bits of graffiti or writing on the, see, look, from Leicester, that says, Bertie Parker. And then you've got one from the 1st of, I don't know, the 8th, 81. Sure we can see that there, look, Finger of Doom, just a little bit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that, June 8th, 88 on that one. Someone Howard. But there's loads of little sketch 2002 there from Slough. There you go. Come all this way to beautiful Suffolk to experience this absolutely stunning ruin. And it really is. It's a beautiful drive up today. Picked some really good weather today apart from a bit of wind, and like I said, I'm not too fussed that we can't access the actual main church, because really actually it's this ruin that is just simply beautiful, and it is, I don't know, it just really does take your breath away when you hear it. It really sort of just encapsulates how large at one point this place would have been. And yeah, obviously you feel like you're out of the way, but actually there would have been a community that would have surrounded, so a bit strange, but let's keep exploring. So, spending a bit of time just looking around, you do see some really interesting carvings. So look, there's one from 1909. Look at that. Actually in the stone itself. Again, like I said, I mean, you know, it's just amazing that 2024, there's quite a new one there. Olive, 2003, can't really pronounce that surname. Another one there, Penny Fauna, 2007. It's really hard, you're not going to see that in the glass, but trust me, it's there. But look at this, when you look at the church tower, look at that. And then you can see the beautiful arches, or the pillars, really, actually, sorry, that remain. And it's wonderful, like, looking at this. And to see all nature and the beautiful old door, look at that. And look at the masonry, look. See them beautiful sort of like carvings. Oh, it's so cool. It's really cool. (1989). If I can move my shadow out the way. There you go. Ronald Gillay. 57. Wow. Very young. Gone but not forgotten. It's always quite strange looking at graves, isn't it? There you go. Is that Margaret Jessup Hotchkiss? Died 29th of the 1st, 1995, and then she was only aged 63. Another young person, really. Oh no, yeah, 1993, age 69. Well, just remarkable, isn't it, really? When you look at all these. Wesley Stokes, 83, passed away, born 1920. Look at this though. I mean, wow. That's a view, isn't it? That is a proper picture postcard, that. It's understandable why a place like this is so popular to visit. It's on Google Landmarks. It's quite an interesting one, really, because I'm sure a lot of you probably visited this one, but it is really, look, I mean, it's behind me and I've got this beautiful view. I mean, don't get any better than that. And there's like thatched cottages around there, beautiful old farm buildings. Oh, but it's Suffolk, isn't it? So we know that in Suffolk we've got beautiful stuff like this. Oh, I love exploring on a day like this. God, brilliant. So we know this is a Commonwealth war grave site. War memorial. Sorry, excuse me. I'm a bit. It is quite early in the morning. Brain is still slowly functioning. Here's proof of that. With an A. Brady, he was a private of the Cheshire Regiment, and he passed away unfortunately on the 17th of August 1917. Beautiful. You've got your little commemorative little crosses there and the poppies. As we always say about these people, I just really hope that their stories and the service that they did for this country never gets forgotten, because wars like that are just terrifying, and we hope to never ever witness anything like that ever again. And like I said before, I've got family. In fact, actually, interesting enough for some of you, I've never really I have spoken about this actually, that my granddad, who passed away from my father's side, he was part of the Enniskillen Guards, and we've spoken about it because we looked at his tags, and he was based, our family actually, my father's side of my family were based not too far away in I would say not too far away, but this part, like in Colchester. Obviously Colchester's in Essex, before anybody gets geographical on me, but we're up this end, you know that, right? But yeah, obviously I'm a Kent lad, so this means up this end, this corner. So yeah. Oh, just brilliant. You know, I'm just standing here admiring the stonework of what's left, and it gives you some nice little hidden gems. From the supports over there for some of the pillars to the what's left of these beautiful, what would have been sort of window, like, I suppose, I don't really like window sort of arches almost, I suppose, like just that beautiful curvature. Look at that. Having to look quite high up. But I mean, it just gives you these little sort of secrets as to its former life and all the different masonry. And then again, like when we look closer, these little remnants look CH or GH, hard to tell on that. Travellers have come here many moons before to do similar, probably, to what I'm doing right now. And it just re-encapsulates that feeling, and it's what I keep saying to all of you out there, just for your own well-being, get out, go exploring, create these memories and adventures. We only live once on this earth, and especially when we come to a religious site like this and we see the graves of our ancestors, it really reminds us of how precious and sort of fleeting our lives are. So yeah, let's take one more look. Come on. So I just want to show you something really cool. Look. Actual stairs. Look at that. I bet people have actually gone up there, you know. That's crazy. A bit too narrow for me, as you can probably tell. But that's so cool. And then it comes out, look. Obviously, I think really that the predominant main reason why I don't want to do it is this is a fragile ruin. Let's not try and wear it out anymore. And if I start doing it, and then obviously other people are going to start doing it, aren't they? But that's pretty cool, isn't it? And then obviously we were from the outside. If I take you just round, look at this. Obviously nature's reclaimed it really well. Excuse me, my hay fever's kicking off. Hay fever. Nature has reclaimed it really well. Hay fever's probably done quite a good job as well. And that's obviously what we were looking through on the opposite side. Just gives you a scope of how huge this site was originally. Looks like there might have been another stairwell there, which is where we were sort of at the bottom of, and sort of going up you could sort of get a good idea of what the levels were. But I love that little sort of spiral there. Beautiful, isn't it? Cool. Levelry, I think we've been spoilt today, even though we couldn't access the sort of like hub of it. I think the ruin itself speaks for itself, really. I really, hand on heart, I hope you enjoyed this video and this explore around this wonderful ruin slash not ruin, because part of it is still intact. As I take you to the final piece of this wonderful site, which is the sundial. Look at this, in loving remembrance of Alistair Begg Simpson, who died October 28th, 1934, aged 19. Wow, look at this. And is it working? So let's have a look at what time it's saying. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. What's it telling us here? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. Let me look at what the time actually is. It's 8:20. So yeah, look. So there's our 8, and it's moving round to our V11. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. How cool is that? Good old nature. Tells the time. Perfect, isn't it? Well look, in the words of Phoenix History, thank you so much for coming along with me. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Stay safe, feel free to spread the word channel. Much love to all of you out there, and you think you know the drill by now. You ready? Let's do it, because history matters. Kapow.